The disappearance of Madeleine McCann remains one of the most heart-wrenching and mysterious cases of modern times. A 3-year-old girl vanished while on holiday with her family in Portugal, and despite an international search effort, countless theories, and years of investigation, her fate remains unknown. This is the story of Madeleine McCann, a story of hope, heartbreak, and unanswered questions. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll explore the events surrounding her disappearance, the global search for answers, and the lingering mysteries that continue to captivate and confound the world. Our story begins in late April 2007, when Jerry and Kate McCann, a British couple from Rothley, England, embarked on a family vacation to Praia da Luz, a picturesque seaside town in Portugal's Algarve region. Accompanying them were their 3 children, Madeleine, just 3 years old, and her 2-year-old twin siblings, Sean and Amelie. The McCanns stayed at the Ocean Club, a family-friendly resort. They were joined by a group of friends who would later become known as the Tapas 7 because they frequently dined together at the resort's tapas restaurant. The vacation was meant to be a relaxing getaway, filled with sunny days at the pool and evenings spent catching up with friends. On the evening of May 3, 2007, the McCanns put their children to bed in apartment 5A of the Ocean Club. Around 8:30 p.m., Kate and Jerry joined their friends for dinner at the resort's tapas restaurant, located about 50 meters from their apartment. To ensure the children were safe, the group had agreed to take turns checking on them throughout the evening. At 9:05 p.m., Jerry McCann checked on his children. He found Madeleine and the twins sleeping peacefully and returned to the table. At approximately 9:30 p.m., another member of the group, Jane Tanner, noticed a man carrying a child near the apartment. She would later report this as a possible sighting of Madeleine. When Kate McCann went to check on the children at around 10 p.m., she discovered that Madeleine was missing. The window of the bedroom was open, and there was no sign of her daughter. Panic quickly set in as the McCanns and their friends searched the area, but Madeleine was nowhere to be found. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann sparked an immediate response from local authorities, but the early hours of the investigation were fraught with missteps and missed opportunities. The Polícia Judiciária, Portugal's primary investigative agency, faced criticism for their handling of the case. The crime scene was not properly secured, and dozens of people, including resort staff and curious onlookers, traipsed through the apartment, potentially contaminating evidence. Witnesses reported seeing suspicious activity in the area, including the man Jane Tanner had spotted carrying a child, but these leads were not immediately followed up on. It wasn't until days later that police issued an international alert for Madeleine. The McCanns, devastated and desperate, made an emotional plea for their daughter's safe return. They worked tirelessly to keep Madeleine's face in the public eye, launching a media campaign that garnered worldwide attention. Yellow ribbons were tied to trees, posters were distributed, and the media dubbed it the most reported missing person case in modern history. Despite the overwhelming public interest, the investigation stalled. By the end of May 2007, the case remained unsolved, and suspicions began to arise, not only about potential suspects but also about the McCanns themselves. As the weeks turned into months, various theories about Madeleine's disappearance emerged. One theory suggested that Madeleine had been abducted by a stranger, possibly as part of a child trafficking operation. The Tanner sighting seemed to support this theory, but police struggled to identify the man she described. Another theory was that Madeleine had wandered off on her own and met with an accident. Praia da Luz is a coastal town with rugged terrain and open water, raising the possibility that she had fallen and drowned. However, thorough searches of the surrounding area yielded no evidence. Shockingly, the McCanns themselves came under scrutiny. In September 2007, Portuguese police named Jerry and Kate as formal suspects, or arguidos, in Madeleine's disappearance. Investigators suggested that Madeleine might have died in the apartment and that her parents had covered it up to avoid scrutiny. This theory was partially based on cadaver dogs' alerts in the apartment and on items belonging to the McCanns, though no definitive forensic evidence was found. The McCanns vehemently denied any involvement and hired private investigators to pursue leads they believed the police had overlooked. Meanwhile, the international community debated the case, with some supporting the family and others questioning their actions on the night Madeleine disappeared. In 2011, the case took a new turn when the British government ordered a review of the investigation. Scotland Yard launched Operation Grange, a task force dedicated to solving Madeleine's disappearance. The British investigators examined thousands of documents and identified several new lines of inquiry. One of the most notable developments came in 2013, when police released an e-fit image of a man seen near the apartment on the night of the disappearance. German authorities also became involved, identifying Christian Bruckner, a convicted sex offender, as a key suspect in 2020. Bruckner had been in Praia da Luz at the time of Madeleine's disappearance, and his criminal history raised serious questions. However, as of now, no charges have been brought against him in connection with the case. Despite these efforts, definitive answers. Madeleine McCann's disappearance left a profound impact, not only on her family but also on the world. The case highlighted the vulnerabilities of international investigations, the complexities of missing person cases, and the challenges of dealing with media scrutiny. The McCanns established the Find Madeleine campaign and a foundation to help locate missing children. They have never stopped searching for their daughter, holding on to hope that she may one day be found. For the public, the case remains a source of fascination and debate. True crime enthusiasts, amateur sleuths, and investigators continue to analyze the evidence, hoping to uncover the truth. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann is a heartbreaking reminder of the pain and uncertainty faced by families of missing children. It's a case that raises more questions than answers, but it also serves as a testament to the resilience of those who refuse to give up hope. Over 16 years have passed since Madeleine McCann disappeared, and her case remains one of the most mysterious and high-profile missing person cases in history. While her fate is still unknown, the search for answers continues. The story of Madeleine McCann is one of tragedy, resilience, and the enduring hope for justice. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of a case that has touched hearts and minds around the world. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth investigations into true crime and unsolved mysteries.